back to the journey. And let's see, Alan said, "Hey Johnny, what's new? How's your back doing?" My back's doing good. Carla couldn't hit me. I smacked my own sunburn. For those of you that don't know, alien sunburns just turn to tan. So see, no red. I might have a little bit red today from being out here today working. But I went ahead. I got this second 100 foot of fencing done, and I have started cutting the alleyway that will go off of the center boards right here, and we'll go down the alleyway over to Purdom Lane, the road that goes through my property, and then I'll cut another alleyway on the other side of Purdom Lane to go over to Moscow Love Road. Now today, I made my first mistake on the fencing out here. I did it in Colorado multiple times. This is the first time I made a mistake out here because I got a little too rambunctious with the winch, and I split the fence down here, and my tool stopped crimping all the way, so I have to get another crimper. So I'll go to town tomorrow, get another crimping tool. That was one of the reasons why, and I'll go back and recrimp all the other ones. But you can see right here, I pulled too hard with the tensioner and snapped all these off. So like I said, they pulled out, so they're not crimping like it should. The tool snapped when I was doing this. I thought it was good enough because you can see there's markings on there. It's just not deep enough to hold the wire. So just have a tiny little patch there. So I'll just grab a spare piece of fence, come over here, wire tie it, and I've already hammered it to the post. All of the T-posts are wire tied from top to bottom all the way down. So I had that entire 100 foot there, and then right there I had that 100 foot, and then you can see the goats up at that next section lane there on the ground. So the 200 feet on this side, 200 feet on the road side are finished. So now it's cutting the alleyway on both sides to take the fence to Purdom Lane, put in a gate there in Purdom Lane so I can open the gates where the animals are now in and release them into all this forage food. So the seeds I started planting, some of them already started popping up. Like I said, we've got green grass and everything growing with spring. We have birds, and so here's a little bit. You can see there's green all over the place, just patches of it popping up all over. I haven't seeded up here, so I can't show you that. The seeding's back there. I had the vet here today. The vet went ahead and gave the rabies shots to all 5 of the dogs. Max was a good boy. He didn't fight me too hard trying to get to the vet, so we didn't have to put a muzzle on him or do the pole with the rope that goes around his neck to try to control him. He was able to let me control him without being too rambunctious. So all the dogs are up to date on their shots. I gave them all the 5-in-1s. The vet said they don't need anything else in his opinion. Another good thing about this vet, besides him being super cheap, is the simple fact he doesn't want to over vaccinate and do all that crazy stuff everybody else does. He looked at my animals, said all my animals look good. He asked if I give shots to the animals, wormers and all that, and I told him no. I do the pumpkin seeds, carrots and apples once a week, and I do diatomaceous earth every couple weeks to once a month. And he said that's perfectly good. That will take care of the animals. He said another thing that I have great going for me in this area is there is a weed here in my area called wormweed or wormwood, something like that. And he said since I don't have the animals in little pens like people had their animals scooped up, and they're actually able to get out here and clear this stuff, there's wormwood or wormweed, whatever, throughout all this stuff, and they will ingest it, and it is a really strong dewormer. It won't make the animal sick, but if they have any type of parasites or worms, it just, boom, kicks it right out. Another thing the vet said is out here, he said I can save a bunch of money on forage if I make another pen so the animals can move in. That was already on the goal. So that will save me in feed on hay because they have all this grass and stuff like this. I mean, look at, all this grass from last year, how tall it is. I mean, it's several feet tall. And the leaves and everything else. So that was on my goal. And then he also asked what is in my grain silo. I told him I'm doing a sweet feed. And he said if I want to save more money, I can switch to just either crack corn or whole corn. Because he said the sweet feed just has extra minerals and stuff like that in it. But since the animals are out here on the land clearing things, getting leaves, green vegetation, dry vegetation, bark, everything else, they're picking up all those nutrients and minerals that they need. And he said, so I don't have to buy the feed. Now, I told him I'm going to stick with the sweet feed because I spoil my animals, and he said that's perfectly fine. Um, he said my animals look really, really fat and healthy. Not overweight, but fat and healthy. So he was glad to see that because I had passed by some places up here that you can see bones on some animals. So it is what it is. Everybody lives their life. Not my business to get into, just like it's not other people's business, like in Colorado, to be up in my business, especially when I'm doing what I'm supposed to do right. So, change to the channel. For the first time ever, I've given control to my personal stuff. So Carla has access to the Today's Homesteader YouTube channel. I put her on there as a manager, so she can respond to comments, which she's responding comments. Put posts up, like she put a bunch of posts up this morning, and can make videos if and when she wants to make videos. And then to branch off that into Carla, for those of you that have been mean to Carla, I don't appreciate that. For those of you that love Carla and leave good comments, I appreciate that. She put out a poll today asking if you like to chat in with Carla, just to see, because she thinks it's all negative. Everybody doesn't like her. So I'm trying to tell her that every video I get some thumbs down, and some videos I get no thumbs down. But most of the time, I've got one or two haters that I always get that thumbs down. And that's what I'm trying to tell her. It's just a couple people. So if you enjoy watching Carla, if you want Carla to keep doing videos in the future, go to that thing and say yes, you want to keep watching, and give her a thumbs up, or go back to her other videos and leave her a comment and a thumbs up if you didn't. She is very new to the camera. I I have issues sometimes. I'm yakking because I've been over here with that weed whacker stick, getting leaves and everything else in my throat. But she's new to YouTube. She's new to filming herself. She don't feel comfortable talking in front of the camera. So I told her she should write some scripts, just piece paper or dry eraseware, like I do on the yearly videos for the New Year, New Goals and end of year review. So that way she knows what she wants to talk about. She doesn't forget what she wants to talk about. She doesn't get confused and keep repeating, because I gave her a hard time that she kept saying, we ran up the hill, like 5 times. I was waiting for 6th time. So I gave her a little bit of a hard time, but I hope everybody goes back, shows her a little bit of love, because she will be here for a while, and she ain't going nowhere, I don't think. And like I said, we're looking at building the homestead here together. We're looking at building the house together, and building our life together. So I hope everybody stays a part of the journey, and just shares in the joyous occasions. the happy times, the ups, the downs, and the progress and everything that will be made. So that is it for now. I'm gonna do some more work, and then I'm gotta go feed the animals because it's almost 5 o'clock. So I hope everybody has a great day. Thanks again for being part of the journey. Go back, give her some thumbs up, give her some words of encouragement, topics that you want her to cover or talk about, and go from there. Because we're hoping that she can get a following where she can do more YouTube videos, since I'm not a big YouTuber. As everybody knows, I back and forth between videos. I have a whole bunch of videos I need to edit. I'll try to get to them at some point. My phone is actually almost out of data because I have been filming on days that I haven't been live streaming. So I'll do some edited videos for those of you that like listening to music in the background, or me talking on the videos and things like that. Sometimes a lot better quality as well. And that's pretty much it. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. If not, I'm going to finish up here, go get the animals fed, and head to see Carla for dinner. So with that, I'll talk to you guys later. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.